So you're thinking about moving to Fort Lauderdale, but you don't really have a plan. You're probably asking yourself questions like, do I rent for a year and then buy? Do I buy right away? Is Fort Lauderdale even the place that I want to be in? Well, in this video, I'm going to cover all of that. Starting with one of the most important questions, is Fort Lauderdale even right for you? I'm actually going to flip this and talk about why Fort Lauderdale may not be for you, because our brains tend to do a little bit better job at focusing on the negatives. This process should help you identify things that you may not like about Fort Lauderdale, and if none of what I say really bothers you, well, then it looks like you just found yourself a new place to call home. Let's start off with weather and lifestyle. One of the hardest things for people to get used to here in Fort Lauderdale and all of South Florida really is the weather. We have beautiful weather the majority of the year, but there's a few months span of time where the heat and humidity kicks up to a level only equal to hell. Not only are the summer months extremely hot, but it also rains a lot and it's usually very unpredictable. Fort Lauderdale is also big on outdoor activities. If you don't see yourself getting out to enjoy the weather, frequently visiting one of our mini parks or beaches in the city to walk or bike on the trails, play tennis or pickleball, sip coffee in the morning, or walk your pups, then Fort Lauderdale may not be for you. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the community aspect of Fort Lauderdale. There's always a lot going on here, whether it's art and music festivals, food walks, boat shows, and all kinds of other community events. If you're more of a homebody and you don't really see yourself getting out in the community and putting yourself out there, then again, Fort Lauderdale may not be for you. Speaking of putting yourself out there, one of the biggest reasons people want to move to Fort Lauderdale is the networking and professional opportunities. Fort Lauderdale's diverse economy, supportive business environment, and high quality of life make it an ideal place for both job seekers and entrepreneurs. You may be in a place in your life where professional growth isn't needed, which wouldn't make Fort Lauderdale stand out to you. Those are all reasons why some people may not like Fort Lauderdale, but those exact reasons are why me and the person standing behind the camera love Fort Lauderdale. The next thing you're going to need to figure out when moving to Fort Lauderdale is whether you're going to start out renting or buying. Renting is something a few of my clients have done before committing to purchasing a home. It gives you some flexibility to explore different areas of the city until you figure out where you want to settle down. If you do decide to rent, figure out if you want a short-term rental that will just house you long enough to find the home that you'll buy, or if you want to actually sign a full-year lease. If you know for a fact that you want to buy, you'll need to start figuring out what neighborhoods are best fit for you and your lifestyle. By the way, guys, my name's AJ. I'm a real estate agent here in Fort Lauderdale, trying to get my name out there, doing what I love, which is make these videos for you. So if you'd like to help me out, like this video so more people like yourself can see it, and consider subscribing for all things Fort Lauderdale. That being said, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.